Yo, brother, it's time for us to start talking the real, man. We've been sugarcoating too much. We've got to start calling everything out for what it is.
Hey guys, it's time for another range test with the Oryx. Now I've already done some range testing with the Oryx, but today is the first day I'm going to actually do 100% to 0 to see how it truly performs throughout the whole range of the battery. And I'm doing this on my usual route. This is my long version of this route because I anticipate many miles. I will compare this to the Sherman L, which I did the same test about a year ago, I guess. So I had data for that. I'm pretty sure I had 76 miles at the end of that. And I think it was around 23 miles per hour average moving speed. As you can see, I'm going 30 now. I'll be going up to 40 probably, some places. But the average will be, well, it might be faster because basically this is an aggressive, what I'm calling an aggressive range test. I ride as fast as I want. I don't care about the battery at all. That's my attitude with this ride. And of course, this is a bigger wheel than the Sherman L, and I naturally kind of just feel like I can ride faster with it. So my moving average will probably be, I'm guessing it'll be faster, but we'll find out. I'll be sitting some, standing some, and this is all on the knobby. I'm going to be changing out to a street tire within the week, I think, and of course I'll repeat this test with that to see if there's any notable differences. My riding weight today is about 190 pounds. It's about 80 degrees, I think, thereabouts in Southern California, about 3:30 right now. I've been riding for a little bit already. The battery is fully charged, 176.4 volts. I love that Leaperkim wheels generally fully charge, unlike the gold wheels. The tire is pumped up to 30 psi. What else should I mention about the ride parameters? So that's about it. There will be a point towards the end of the ride, probably when I get down to in the 30% range. I won't go super fast for me, and you know, and as I get lower and lower in battery, it's naturally I will be going a little bit slower. But certainly for the first 70% of the battery, I'm just going to ride as fast as I want to ride. It should be a fun day of riding. I'm at the Monte Airport. This is where typical stop on my range test. 89% battery, 170.6 volts, and about 20 miles. You know, this Oryx, its odometer really matches GPS pretty closely. I mean, it says I'm at 20.6. GPS is 20.07. That's pretty close. All right, so I'm going to be, I'll stop a handful of times during this ride just to give you a few stats, and then we'll just go from there. See how it performs. It's still pretty good. 20 miles, 89% battery, and I've been pretty good. Top speed, 38.4 miles per hour. Wheel speed, cool. Wow, this is about roughly a halfway spot on my most of my range tests, not the super long ones like today. So I added a bunch of miles. I went that way, turned around and came back here. So I'm at almost 35 miles and 76% battery. So I think I'm doing really good. 164 volts, 22.7 miles per hour average moving speed. That looks like 22 miles per hour exactly, GPS average moving speed. I think I'm riding a little slower than what I did on the Sherman L when I last did this. But we'll see when I get to the next stop, which I think will be about 56 miles. See how it compares to the L at that point. Okay, this is where I gave an update when I was doing this test with the Sherman L. Let's see. Yeah, looks like 56 miles, which is what I was at with the Sherman L at this point. Sherman L, 47% battery, and I have 59% battery right now. That's pretty good. It means it's going to be a long day for me. It means I got to burn off a lot more juice. And curious. Average moving speed 22.34 miles per hour GPS. There'll be a lot more uninterrupted riding, so that I think that average speed is going to jump up. Okay, so I'm I guess 20 miles from the ocean. Got to go that way, south. I think I'm just going to head there. I mean, I'm at 5 bars, 60% battery right now. Yeah, I think I'll be able to, no problem, get down to the ocean and then head on back. Arriving at the Pacific Ocean. This is Seal Beach, Southern California. I used to work down in this area at the beginning of my career, like 40 years ago. Let's get some stats. 45% battery. 70 miles. Yeah, wow. This is going to be like somewhere between 90 and 100 miles today on this wheel. I mean, you don't, as most of you know, you don't get the same range on the bottom half of the battery as you do in the top half, but still 45% battery. I still got a lot of miles left in me. Yeah, I'm going to be riding into the dark. I'm getting hungry too. How long have I been riding? 3.5 hours. And pretty good pace. 23.3 miles per hour, which is average moving speed, which is seems like that's about what I was doing with the L. Except the L, I was walking at 76 miles. So yeah, this wheel is doing amazing. So unlike the other range tests, that kind of stuff you've been seeing me do with the Oryx, there's no mountain riding with this on this one. No regen. Mostly just flat landing it. All right. Well, I guess I'll take a little break here, and then I'm going to head back north towards my house. And when I get there, I guess I'll stop and let you see what my battery is at that point. See how much I have to burn off. See you in a bit. Well, as you can see, I've run out of daylight. I'm back in the vicinity of my home. Below 20% battery, under load right now, and I've been generally riding about 30 miles an hour, high 20s, up to 30 miles an hour or so. And let's see, as soon as I get out of this tunnel, I'll check. Let's see. Yeah, still 1 bar on the wheel. Of course, I do have low battery mode enabled. I always run the Leaperkim wheels with that on. I really don't see any point in not having it on. Again, it doesn't affect any way how the wheel rides or any battery usage. All it does is allow the cell voltage to go down to 2.94 volts instead of 3.1 volts. Not sure when I'm going to turn around. 16%. Yeah, probably pretty soon I'm heading away from home again now, but I think pretty soon here I'll turn around and start heading back, so I can burn out the final 10% closer to home. See, actually, what's my, okay, 86 miles. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be 100 miles. I hope it's not 100 miles because I'm getting hungry. All right, I think I'll get back to you when it's really low. Well, what happened? All of a sudden it's daylight. I was getting hungry. I knew I still probably had some miles to burn off. So I thought I'm just gonna pause the test. So I parked the wheel, suspended my tracking apps, And now I'm back the next day. I waited till the evening to pick up riding again. So I'm back to about where I was when I got the wheel out of the workshop. I think when I stopped I was at 14%, something like that. And it was at 20% when I started riding right now. But within a quarter of a mile, it dropped back down to where I was when I stopped last night. So I'm about 89 miles, I think, 89 to 90 miles right now. And again, 0 bars on the display, but I'm in low battery mode, so that's why I can continue to ride. Down to 11%. So at this point, I'm just going to burn off the battery and see what I end at. Beep. I'm at 10%, so I'm guessing, yeah, the low battery beeps are probably starting at 10%. And I still really like how Leaperkim does the low battery beeps. It's not like on other wheels, it's like continuous and it just bothersome. If possible, I turned on the volume, but at least on Leaperkim wheels, it's, I forget what the frequency is, 30 seconds, a minute maybe? I don't know, something like that. It's not too annoying. I'm not going to go much faster than 20 miles an hour, I think, at this stage. I feel comfortable. I'll slow down when the pedals start moving. 7%. So yeah, things are dropping fast. I've probably ridden maybe a mile, maybe. And it's gone from 12-13% down to 6%. And again, I'm at 0 bars, so I'm using up that last remaining bit of extra battery that you get in the low battery mode, where the cell voltage goes from 3.1 volts to 2.94 volts where you're kicked off the wheel. So that voltage does drop pretty quick, so you can't really expect too much range. 5%. 23 miles an hour is still feeling just a little something in the pedals. Just a subtle reminder that, hey, your battery is getting low. It's definitely moving around. But it's definitely cool that you can ride at a decent pace still without tilt back really kicking in heavy. Pedals are definitely they're swinging now. Woo! Doesn't feel super stable. Probably 3%. Gonna go around the block one more time, I think, and then head towards the house. So at least if I have to walk, it won't be very far. Pedals are tilting back more, so they don't want me to ride much faster than 20 miles an hour, I guess. 3%. Back in the old days, when I was a young man, the wheels, man, you'd be getting tilt back. You'd be getting tilt back that would keep you riding at, like 5 miles an hour. At least with the newer wheels, they're not quite so restrictive. Though I have to say that in motion, let's see if I remember the Motion 12, yeah, the Motion V12S, at 4% battery, you couldn't ride the wheel, tilted back, which I think was kind of crazy. That corresponded to about 3.3 volts per cell. Way too optimistic. Not optimistic, way too conservative. I guess the mitigating factor for that is it's a 1500 watt hour wheel. No one's expecting to have to ride a long distance with that wheel, so you're probably not going to be pushing it that far. So I'm at 2%. It's still wiggling, still riding 20 miles an hour. I'm just going to go back and forth on this street. Until I'm kicked off the wheel. The pedal wiggliness is getting more severe, and therefore I'm slowing down a bit. Starting to tilt back more on me now. Like right now, it's tilting back. Definitely doesn't want me to go very, very fast. So I'll just keep you along with me until it drops down, until it kicks me off the wheel. It's got to be pretty soon here. But, you might be asking, why does anyone need this kind of, to be able to go this far, or to be riding at 2% battery? Well, if you go on long rides, and every once in a while, I don't know, things happen, and you end up ending the ride on really low battery. And I've had it happen to myself, and I've seen it happen to other people where they're walking, they didn't make it, they missed it by a mile or two, and I'd rather be able to ride a few extra miles than walk. So I'm really grateful that Leaperkim allows you to ride down to this lower voltage. We'll see what I end up getting. Let's see. Yeah, it was about 90 miles, I think. And just starting out 1%. I'm still riding though. Not riding very fast. Yeah, if I attempt to go much faster than 13, 14, yeah, the pedals tilt back. If I slow down, they level out. So the low battery response in this wheel is, in my mind, is perfect. Just what you want. Let you ride. Don't get out of control with the pedal tilting. So yeah, it's perfect. I guess it's gonna let me ride to 0% battery. Yep, it's tilting back pretty good now if I attempt to push the speed. Tilt back's getting worse and worse. Voltage is, I think, 2.94 volts is 123.5 volts, I think. So I'm getting very close to that level. So I will put, if I remember, if I can get the data, I'm going to throw up, I think it's about 30% battery when you get 1 bar on the display with the low battery mode on. And I'm curious how many miles I was able to ride after that. I'll review the video and see if I had made some comments about that. I am recording EUC World, though it might have gotten disrupted when I paused it last night for about 24 hours. I'm not sure, but whatever I have, there'll be link in the description if you want to look at the EUC World data, which does cover the vast majority of the rides. So yeah, I'll be able to look at that actually to see how many miles I was at. Yeah, the tilt back is getting pretty strong now. Can't ride much above 9 miles per hour. The pedals really get stiff. I'm going to keep going until I get 0. I don't know if it shows up the pedals right now. Hopefully you can see my feet are tilted back. Now I'm 8 miles an hour. So if I slow down to 7, the pedals level out. Perfect low battery behavior. So huge thumbs up to the firmware for how it's behaving. So if I go down to 6 miles an hour, the pedals even out nicely. Come on, get down to 0% so I can stop this ride. It's pretty cool though. It's like almost impossible to go faster than 8 miles per hour. The tiltback is very effective. They want to keep you safe. Now the challenge is, can I get down to 0%? I don't know if I want to turn, make a 180 with the pedals like this. Because I got to slow down. Even 6 miles per hour now, it's still difficult. I know, this is very exciting TV, huh? But I'm sure you guys know how to use the fast forward button if you don't want to see this. Okay, I'm going to slow down. Now it's getting hard to ride the wheel. Do a turn. If anyone sees me, they're probably thinking, oh, that guy looks like he's having a hard time figuring out how to ride those things. It's getting hard, 5 miles per hour now. Why am I doing this? Yeah, this is getting really difficult to ride now. I think I'm going to stop. Okay. Let's see the final stats. And of course, I will be posting this screenshot. 93 miles. And 22.04 miles per hour GPS average moving speed. So definitely slower than I did with the L. Of course, all this riding at the very end really, all this very slow riding at the very end, unfortunately drags down the average moving speed. If you remember when I was down at the ocean, it was, I think it was closer to 23 miles per hour average at that point. Anyway, it is what it is. So 93 miles, 90 plus miles on the Oryx. Riding at, for me, very fun speeds. Aggressive speeds, pretty much as fast as I felt like riding. That's impressive. No mountain regen. So it's very cool. All right, guys. Now I'm going to put this on a Roger charger, on this latest Roger charger, and charge this guy up at 20 amps tonight, and ready for the next ride. So if you stuck it out to the end, I hope you enjoyed the video, got something out of it, and look for my next range test video with this wheel, with the street tire. That will be interesting. All right, guys, until next time, safe riding. on your Oryx.